when you think about it, and you think about the leader of an enterprise is the CEO. And most people think a CEO stands for Chief Executive Officer. That's not true. CEO stands for customers, employees, and owners. The question then becomes, of this three stakeholder group, how am I maximizing each one of these experiences in order to sustain my organization? And when I understand that the employee engagement results in higher financial performance and better customer satisfaction, the why becomes very clear. And there's tons of data that supports that. We can see total shareholder return being 300 basis points higher. We can see lower rates of turnover. We can see higher customer SAT scores. And so once you accept the how, then the creativity of the business allows it to foment and ferment its own employee engagement practices. So just like the successful business has the ability to create tremendous customer experiences, that same creativity applied to the employee population will result in it. So once the why is figured out, I am highly confident that each organization will be able to figure out their own magic potion. And the way you get it is first you measure it, and you decide on how you're going to measure it. Then you look for segmentation within your employee group that is engaged, and go find out from them what the drivers are, and then start applying those practices in the broader organization. So it isn't as complex as people make it out to be. It is standard business practices that are applied to the customer base is applied to the employee base. It is just an acceptance, an embracement of the idea, and then to make sure that your compensation practices are matched up. So for example, some organizations pay bonuses based on customer SAT. There are very few organizations I know that pay bonuses on employee engagement. Interestingly enough, the organizations that have the highest rates of return of the public companies that I know have on their dashboard and their compensation plans increased employee engagement. So once you get it to a level where it then is reflected in the compensation standards, you've won the battle. So to repeat and just summarize it, measure it, find out where in your organization it's happening, replicate it, and then make sure your pay follows that. Namely, higher employee engagement means higher compensation.
How do you make sure that there is authenticity on that engagement and it's not just a score?
The same way as you know there's authenticity on customer SAT. At the end of the day, if there's customer SAT, there is higher sales.
Correct.
If there is higher employee engagement, there's lower attrition. So if your attrition goes down, then you know you're getting authentic scores. If your attrition doesn't go down, then you know the scores are not as clear and concise as they would be.